and your children and your grandbabies are watching. I didn't have an option growing up, thank God. I was telling my boys the other day, I said, nope. Papa would call me at 9 o'clock every Sunday morning. He'd say, yep. I would say, yep. He'd say, I'm going to be there in 45 minutes. And I would, being a young girl and I'm just going to hang out at home and I'm going to go to church with Mom and Daddy at 11. Nope. No, you're not. I'm swinging by in 45 minutes to pick you up, whether you got your hair curled or not. And you're going to get in the truck and you're going to Sunday school with me. Then you can sit with your mom and daddy in the 11 o'clock service. I'm going to be there in 45 minutes. You better be ready. And by George, 45 minutes later, you better bet the farm my papa was pulled up in his truck. And I better be ready to go. How you doing? So hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. I dragged this thing out, honey. It had so much dust on it. I'm used to wearing ball caps. Guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Welcome back to the channel. I am on the hunt for some really good hats. I'm trying to pull off a little bit of a Yellowstone look here. 1883 is really more my style anyway. Here's the deal, it was 70 degrees today. We had these horrible storms come through on Friday. We did just fine. Everybody and their sister not too far from us lost their power. We did not lose power. We had some trees down on the property, but nothing on the house or anything that we can't handle, nothing major. So thank the Lord we are okay. I hope that you are okay. If you had a struggle or power outage with that, I hope that's resolved by now. So I got mud all over me. We've been trimming goat hooves and getting ready for the week, and I wanted to drop off this video. I didn't film anything yesterday or into today. We've just been really busy and went to church and had some family time. So I want to drop this off tonight and check in on you and see how you're doing. I do need to make my video on my grinder. I have a new grinder for corn. It's working pretty doggone good, y'all. So I've got to get that up in the next day or two. 70 degrees, beautiful weather here in Southeast Tennessee, which is why I'm getting out these big old hats, because all is good, but I realize we're going to have to be making some different decisions. It's just so convenient to throw on a baseball cap and go. I love baseball caps, y'all know that, and we're creatures of habit, so I'm going to have to get some wider hats and different things for working outside because that season is upon us. So I want to talk to you real quick about this today, and I've got every kitty, cat, and critter joining in on the conversation. But this is where my heart is today, and this is where my mind is today. So this is going to be just a me and you moment, baby. How about that? Will that work? I think so. Guys, you're going to have to be braver, braver than you've ever thought you would have to be in your entire life. There's so many things going on right now and so many decisions that people are having to make just in order to get by. I went to Aldi this afternoon. We went to church. We went to lunch and after church. And I've got a big supper cooked though. This big old dinner was out as a treat today, and then supper's cooking right now. But I told the boys earlier, I said, now we can't eat out like this on every Sunday. So a rare treat's a good thing. It's nice to get out. It's nice to you have to sort of bring yourself back and go, okay, and enjoy yourself with family and friends. Okay, it's important that you do that. It's very important right now that you spend time with your kids, young people, because I'm gonna tell you right now, most young people right now, and I'm not being ugly in this video, so please don't think that I am, but they don't understand all that's going on, and why would they? They've never had to endure the things that we talk about and the things that we feel that are coming, and we know they're coming. Now, whether that's tonight or, by the midweek, or maybe in a year or 10 years, I don't know. We don't know that. We don't know the timing of a lot of things that are going to happen. We can guesstimate, we can assume, we can try to prepare as best as we can for all of the above. I've got Fritz. Look at this. Son, you are a distraction. You're a good distraction. You telling everybody hello this evening? Did you tell everybody I got my belly full? Yes, you did. Fritz. But what I'm saying is, I sat today at the restaurant and I was looking around, and there was all kinds of young people, really cute young people. And I hate to admit this, but I felt sorry for them. I know that total strangers, never talk to them, don't know what they know or what they don't know, but I have to tell you, most of these kids and guys were 20, 22, cute as bugs, and I felt sorry for them because I hate to say it, I was like, they have no idea of all the hardships that are most likely coming all of our way, and how are they going to handle this? And the next thing that my mind went to was having conversation with James about a lot of things that are building right now. And I said, who's going to go for that? And he just looks at me and says, that's a very good question. And I'm going to be generic in this video. I'm going to speak in code. You should be able to read between the lines by now. If you're in tune at all, you should be able to read between the lines. But there are just a handful of individuals that are very evil people that are truly trying to lead you and your children into some very dark places right now. And in a lot of ways, they've led a lot of people. I see it. Do you see it? It's there. And so I can differentiate things, but I know there's a lot of young people, and you don't even have to be young. There's just people that just can't see things. They might be able to feel it, and they sense something is off, or they sense something was wrong. But by George, because they think they go for a certain political party or a certain leaning this way, that they have to go with all of this stuff. And that's just absolutely not true. So I am saying this to you, I am really, truly encouraging you to be brave. You're going to have to be brave. There's going to come a time where you're going to have to stand. That time has not come yet. I do not feel it's here yet. And this is for the fundamental life and life force of just being able to sustain, and that your children can basically thrive and live and have a life. Because these people have no regard for any of us. And it's a very small group of people. The elites. The deep state. They don't care about us people. And they're on both sides of the aisle, okay? I'm no fool. I understand. I get it. I may ask silly questions and wear a silly hat right now, and I'm looking for a really cool turkey feather to stick in this little old hat. But it's not that I don't have an option here. But I'm just saying, it's going to get rough. And you're going to have to be brave. You're going to have to dig deep and past anything, I feel, in terms of guts, bravery, and fortitude that probably even your great-grandfather had. And that's scary. That's a scary talk. That's a scary conversation. And you need to have these conversations with your children. You need to have this conversation with everybody. There's going to have to come, if more people are talking about this. I'm not saying to not be peaceful. What I'm saying is to first and foremost understand you're going to have to be brave. You're going to have to be prepared. Those days are now, see. God is allowing us and warning us and having all these things pop up around in front of us to go, I'm showing you, I'm showing you, I'm showing you. I think we're going to be enduring a lot. I may feel differently about some of this than you do. I know I see a lot of comments of people who just, I'm going to offend somebody. I'm sorry, I think we are meant to prepare. I don't think in one fair swoop in the twinkle of a star and we're just gonna tonight and we don't, I don't prescribe to that theory. And I think we're gonna be enduring some things, folks. If that doesn't thrive with you, okay, that's your opinion. But I'm going to encourage you to prepare anyway. You may be enduring a lot and it still goes the way that you go, but think about all the things that are happening right now with inflation. World War III is being pushed so hard in front of you. We have no business in any of this. We don't. And they want you to think that you do. And they want you to think that your children should. No. No. I didn't get pregnant and go through labor 3 times and have 3 C-sections because I had to, and raised 3 beautiful boys to turn them over. And I know a lot, think about all the mothers in the past that thought these things too. See, a lot of us may have never endured anything like that. So this is why I'm saying, us mothers and fathers and grandparents, depending upon our age and where we live and our life structure and how old we are and all of these things, a lot of this stuff we have to imagine in a sense. This is why I tell you, I say this so many times, please dig on your roots. Because when you understand where you come from and you understand what your ancestors, and when I say ancestor, I'm talking about much older than you can probably go back to. Think about all the things that your great-grandparents went through. You know the deal right now. So pray, prep, be peaceful. Please be getting into church. Please be getting into church. Please be taking your children to church. You may not think it's doing anything. Find a local church and go participate in a good church and talk to people in church. When it all comes down to it, when it all crashes around us, the only thing we're going to have left to lean on is God. We have to be there now. We have to be developing that relationship now. It's going to give you the strength and the bravery and the reminder of who you are, who you should be. And your children and your grandbabies are watching. I didn't have an option growing up, thank God. I was telling my boys the other day, I said, nope. Papa would call me at 9 o'clock every Sunday morning. He'd say, yep. I would say, yep. He'd say, I'm going to be there in 45 minutes. And I would, being a young girl and I'm just going to hang out at home and I'm going to go to church with Mom and Daddy at 11. Nope. No, you're not. I'm swinging by in 45 minutes to pick you up, whether you got your hair curled or not. And you're going to get in the truck and you're going to Sunday school with me. Then you can sit with your mom and daddy in the 11 o'clock service. I'm going to be there in 45 minutes. You better be ready. And by George, 45 minutes later, you better bet the farm my papa was pulled up in his truck. And I better be ready to go. That's the way it's going to have to be. You're not just forcing your kids to do something they do or do not want to do because they're kids. This is forming that fundamental moment that 30 or 40 years later, like me, they look back and they go, thank God he did that. That's the person you need to be today, y'all. Be brave. Be talking. And be ready to stand. Keep praying. Keep prepping. Have a busy week coming up, guys. It's going to be beautiful weather for a couple of days, and we're going to get a lot done. We have some videos coming up this week. It's going to be fun. Stay positive, guys. I know there's lots of stuff floating around. It's just another day in the clown world. We don't have to participate in the clown world. We need to understand that we're in this together. I know some people say it's too late, it's too this, it's too that. I'm saying no. I'm going to be an example for some young people. Whether they're mine or not, they don't get it. We have to be the example. Be brave. Like, subscribe, and share. I'm not used to this. We'll see what other hats I can dig up. All right, we'll see you on the next video, guys. Have a blessed night, and we'll see you all throughout the week.